Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing and hit the alert for future videos. Today what I'm going to be doing is a June week 3 check-in and cash envelope stuffing for June week 4. So let's go ahead and get started. I always start with groceries because that seems to be my biggest category, but I think eating out is going to maybe be more than groceries. I know for sure. This check-in it is. So my first one is on Friday. So I had done my last check-in on Friday the 11th in the morning. So that afternoon I spent $21 at Fry's, and then I spent $15 at Walmart. So a total of $36, which isn't really that much considering what I normally spend. So I have in groceries, I started this week with $293. I spent $36, so I have $257 remaining. Now this is what I consider a 5-week month. I know a lot of budgeters that I've seen out there think, you know, treat it like a 4-week month, and May is a 5-week month, but because of the way my paychecks roll, I went ahead and did June as a 5-week month. And then for eating out, I had 3 transactions. So I had Fire Pie for $47, Starbucks for $31, and Costa Vida for $33. So a total of $111. So I started the week with $231. I spent $111. I have $120 left for the month. And then my allowance, I only had one, oh no, I had 2 transactions. So I got my daughter coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, $5. And then Tuesday morning for $51. So I spent $56. So I have $100 left. And then for giving, I spent $100. I have not spent anything in household yet. Personal care, I spent, oh, I didn't have anything in personal care this week. So I still have $90 for the month. And then in entertainment, I spent $38. I had $50, so that's $12 left. Finally went to a movie, and not only did I have to renew my AMC Stubs card, which was $15, the movie in the middle of the day was $13. It was crazy. I remember when you could go to the movies during the day before COVID and you would get a discount, but I think that was the discount actually. So, but it was really nice to be back in a movie theater actually. So this is what I have left. Now I do have money in some of my envelopes, and we'll kind of go through that when we put more money in. I am letting money roll over, which is really different for me. I always would take the money out and put it in a savings or put it towards a saving challenge. And I found that I was just spending to spend because I wanted to spend it. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just the psychology of how I am. I'm very much an emotional spender. So I decided to change it up, and that's one thing I constantly do with my budget. I've been budgeting for years, and this is probably my 12th or 13th different method of budgeting, but I think it's really important to keep a budget flexible so that you want to continue to do it and work through it. So that's just my philosophy. So, okay, I'm gonna put this to the side, bring out my envelopes. and bring these out. Okay, so since I have Savings Challenge in front of me, let's go ahead and do that first. So this is a 52-week challenge. The end of the challenge, I will have $5,000, which I'm loving this challenge. It is my first savings challenge, and I'm really loving it. So this week is $95. That's 95. Okay, this is for next week. So now I have let me just get this organized. My apologies. Should be organized. Okay, 150, 170, 190, 310, 320, 325, 330, 335. So I should have 335. So if I take, no, it must be 245. Yeah, really can't add. Let's try that again. So I had 140, I added 95, I should have 235. Okay. So 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 235. Okay, that's right, 235. Okay, put that away until next week. Okay, so groceries is always my first category. I do want to check off, these are my trackers. So I did already put those 2 transactions down. And in my grocery wallet, I still have the $6 on this gift card. I need to use that and get that out of here, but it just keeps rolling over. And then I currently have $51 left. 20, 40, 51. I'm going to add 100 to that. And this should be plenty for groceries. My husband's out of town next week, so it'll just be me. I did not order HelloFresh for the rest of the month. And I am going to be up at my dad's for a lot of the remainder of this month. So more than enough money. Hopefully I can roll some money over. Now, on my last video, I found an extra $50 in here. So I pulled out 50 too much when I looked at HelloFresh and what I pulled out in cash. So I took that $50 and I put it in my household envelope to help counteract that $280 that I spent at the beginning of the month. So that's where that 50 ended up going. And then for eating out, I'll go ahead and check off my transactions. Eating out, I have, let's see what I have left. I have $20 left in eating out. So for the first 2 weeks of the month, I only spent, I think, $19. And then I did a lot of damage last week. So, which is fine. That's what the money was for, right? And I'm going to add 50 to my eating out. So 20, 40, 60, 70 now. I still have my coupons in there. I have not been back to my favorite restaurant yet, but It is Friday night, and that's usually our going out. Allowance is empty. I'm gonna add 50. So I have 50 for next week as well. I always feel like when I stuff my envelopes, it's like getting paid all over again, which is just such a good feeling. I feel like, you know, when I used to, very long ago in my career, I was paid weekly and it was nice. It was just that constant influx of money. I've been paid monthly for 27 years, so I'm used to that. I don't have anything in my back to bank because I had already taken it back when I did my cash stuffing last week. Clothes is actually, I did not put it in here. I left it in here. So I should still have, that's not right. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. I should still have 280, which I do. I'm trying really hard not to spend this until my trip in September. But I did spend a little bit. In my household, I have not spent anything this month. I am trying to roll the whole 200 that I had plus this 50. So that'll be 250. That will offset my rug that I bought from my daughter of 280 that I did not budget for. So I've been fortunate. There really has not been anything that I've needed for the house this month. The part that I was supposed to have to go get from plumbing, my husband got it. He got it much less than what I thought it was going to be, and he just paid for it out of his. So, win-win. Recreation. So, the $38 that I spent... Is this recreation? Yeah, the $38 that I spent from... for the movies went on my card, so I put that back in my bank. And then I have $12 left of that 50. And I actually should not have. Okay, this is personal care money. Why is it my recreation folder? You probably all saw me do that last time and know why it's in the wrong one. So my personal care, I have $40 left in here. And $20, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, $39 in here. So I am short $11. Got to figure out where that went. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so I will figure out where that went. I don't know what I pulled out of personal care. But now I have another 40 for personal care. Recreation is done with what's in here. And then for my mom, let's see, medicine, I have $5 left. I'll go through what happened there. And then for my mom, I still have $20 left. So I'll kind of go through what happened there. So that is it for my wallet. And then in my sinking funds, let's go back to that. Kind of all over the board here. So for the sinking fund. So the only two things that have not come out, actually there's three things that have not come out of my account yet. That was the auto insurance and the natural gas bill have not gone through yet. And then in my craft supplies, and this is going to surprise nobody, I am over. So I had $200 that I budgeted for craft supplies, which basically is code for stickers, okay? It's not really craft supplies, it's stickers. So $200 is what I started with. There was a Coffee Monster Co. pre-sale for washi, so I knew I was going to spend probably $100. I spent $112, minus 46, minus 30. minus 79, so I'm over $67. So it's gonna be coming out of miscellaneous. So for miscellaneous, I spent 18 plus 15 plus 67. Oh, okay, well that's it. Both done. Okay, for medicine, I spent $50 at the beginning of the month on vitamins. I just spent $45 on picking up scripts, and so I have $5 left. And then on my sinking funds, and sinking funds have kind of been a moving target for me. So for Christmas end gifts, I left this in my account and I was just gonna transfer over the balance, so I have not transferred anything yet. I have spent 65 plus 15 plus 61. I've spent 141 of the 466. My Etsy shop, I only spent $18, so that was for the shipment for the giveaway winner. So I did send her her package and that was $18. This 500 will come out of technology on the 23rd. Birthday, I have not spent anything. Savings challenge, of course, I have not. I started with 100 for my mom. I am going to be a little bit over because she had a haircut and a manicure, so it was a little bit over what I had left in the account, but that's fine. It should be okay. I'm going to come right in. And then for clothes, I spent the 79 at the beginning of the month. And then gas, I've only spent 91 of my 200. Vacation, I haven't spent anything, but I have moved that money. So trust and will. I had put $600 aside for my trust. We're working on our trust and our will right now. So the program that I'm using was $400. Then I spent another $245 to get my house retitled under the trust, which is what I originally started this process for. So I am in at $650, so I'm over 50, which is fine. But we're just waiting for them to download all the final forms and then we'll get them notarized. So it's actually been a pretty easy process. And then medical copays, I have not had a copay this month, so knock wood. So that's where I am on sinking funds. Pretty sure it's gonna be, I'm gonna have, you know, definitely enough money to get me to the end of the month. I'm gonna spend a lot of the remaining days of this month. Today is the 18th. So there's what, 12 more days of this month. A lot of that I'm going to spend up north at my dad's house. So this is our final kind of get everything out of the house. So I don't spend a lot of money when I'm with him because he pays for everything. But I've still got enough to get me through the next 2 weeks. So overall, pretty good month. I am working on my July budget because I really just have the urge to just change it up. So I'm looking at some different ideas. I've been watching different YouTube videos and seeing how people budget. There's a lot that I really enjoy watching, but they have very different situations in their life than I do. I don't have kids. I don't have any debt other than my house. So, you know, my financial goals right now are very different than a lot of the YouTubers that I see in the budgeting space, but I learn a little bit from each one of them. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll be excited to roll out hopefully some new changes in my July budget. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.